come back to 95. 24, 995, 996, and we're going to catch it there, or we're going to catch it on the bottom down here. 24, 967, 59, 60, 54. So we're just going to wait because this has a tendency to come back up here to 96 and reverse. And it could be a deeper run south, that's true. But right now it's just too many areas for it to be sitting in. Shit, let's move that. There's so many areas it's sitting in right now, guys. It's Terrible Tuesday. We know this. And right here at this one here, 96, right there, like I said. 96 is probably the best place to get that long. And there we go. 96 to 23, 25, and then you go up to where? 36. So if you can get the 25 to 36 is also good. 36 to 44, 44 to 49, then you got 53. All these levels are really small today. Right here, though, is a perfect entry at this 29, 25, 29, guys. This, especially right here, because this is where you need to be going long. It's 25, 26. It's after 26, I would say it's definitely a long. I mean, that's a big level. Two big levels combined there at 26. You break 26, you're going up. You just got to hold 26 and 17. Mm-hmm. 17 and 26 are the keys, guys. Oh, my screen's up now, right? It's up now, right? Sure. Okay, good. Because you have to have those. I mean, Bulls take full control yesterday. Look at that shit. Perfectly run. A perfect call. We hit that shit on the. We hit that on the money, dude. Look where that candle run. A perfect call. We hit that shit on the. We hit that on the money, dude. Look where that candle went long at. That's a big giant candle right here. Where I put Bulls take control, and then look. Where I put Bulls take control, and then look. Big boy bunny. Yesterday was on the same line as this big ass candle. That means we're getting it right, guys. This means we know what we're doing. All right, let's go. 25. Can we get 25 to stay long, guys? If you get 25 to stay long, it's going to go. This 25 is going to actually run to about 35. It'll cross the 35 to 36 today. Then she'll come up here and just try to cross the 40 and 42. Then the 45. Then the 48. Then the 52. And then she'll cross the 59.60. She's trying to get back up to 76 where they can get that run to 93 like they did 2 weeks ago or a week ago. Because the 76 level is still there. But right now, our biggest thing is projection right now is 99, guys. 99 and 153. So projection of this way is right. Right there. Okay, that's projection. Big projection. And we're going to put this about one. Well, we know that 156 is projection, but we're going to say 197 to 233. So we go. As you guys can see, we just got to break 25 to 35. 25, 45, 45, 35, 42, 48, 50. It's really small, little tiny levels today. It's a Tuesday. But right now, if you stay above 25, it will stay long. If you don't stay above 25, it's going to pull back. But I won't take the short at 25 because it is not worth it. The only short here would probably about the 15 short might be the only short right now it's worth taking because if you can go 15 short, 15 down to 4, that's about it. And it's only about 11 points down through there, but there is a short at 15. But we're just going to take our money today and be done. Auto Trader is trying to say it's a buy. So Auto Trader just bought in at 35. Don't know why, but it did. Let's go. Man, we just got to get. There's a little area of concern here, guys, with the Bulls. 35 to about. Well, it's 35 to 52, man. It's just a little area of pain in the ass. Okay? Like 35 to 52 right in that area. It's just got to hold there. You know, I've seen the yesterday, guys, on the news. I was watching the news last night, and they had that convention or something. I don't know. Trump was speaking at, but it's like how great we are doing, how wonderful the world is. Well, I just think that's a bunch of shit because look out your windows, the gas pump. So, oh mercy. 53 guys. 53 to 37. That's what we're doing here. We're just boxed in, guys. I don't really get into politics. I mean, there's something I like about everybody, but there's some things there's people who just make mistakes. That's the common fact. Kind of like this little angle right there. All right. Do 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 do. I don't know. Let's go. Come on, people. Let's go. Oh mercy. It's like waiting around, guys, for the big money to grab it or something here because I'm gonna go look into my charts and find out what's really going on. There's just something stagnant here I don't like. Sometimes, man, it's just like, really? Yeah, that's exactly what it is, too. That's exactly what I thought. So 55 to 60. That's exactly what the hell's going on here. It's like, see this, guys, right here. Look, this is where that big money's sitting. And it's absolutely just not doing it, you know? It wants to, but it's not. Yeah, see, there's no long short under that either. Short. This one here don't count anymore. I do not think it does. I think this has changed, guys. Oh man. Let's see what we got. What are we looking at as far as that change though? 024. Yeah, right there. That's freaking nuts. 9 or 8. Dropped a little bit down there. Anyway, this is the problem. This is the long short level up here, guys, as you can see. And what do we have? What's happening here? We got to be long and short right here. Right? We're gonna wait though, because I'm just gonna wait to see if she crosses back over 26, or excuse me, yeah, right here where I'm sitting at, like the 96. I mean, the 96 long, guys. That's where I've been going in at. Right. So we're gonna let her just come down here, but this is probably not gonna break this and go down. But if it does, I don't think it's gonna go any further than where it's setting like yesterday. But right now, you're just gonna be playing all this choppy shit because the 893 or the area to buy, is anywhere between 96 down to about 84. 84 to 96, guys, is all just buy-ins, and then they're going to try to bring it down. They really can't do anything drastic with this until they get way down here. And that's what I'm concerned about, taking those sales. Even though I can take a sale, like, okay, I could sell the market right here and make a little bit probably on that sale. But if it don't get down to 58 and break the 58, this shit ain't falling, okay? If it doesn't break 58, guys, it's never going to work. Pullback 70, okay? 59 is the pullback. Now, if we break 58, we're probably going to come to 55. If we don't break 55, we're going back. So this is what I'm saying. You got to really watch these shorts if you're going to take them. Now, the next short down will be 44. If it doesn't break 58, it's not going to 44. It's going to go back up. It has to come down and break the 44, 46 level. And if it does not do it, it's going to just run right back over to the top. It's going to come right back at 58, go along to 70, and go 74, and then to 90, and then probably to like 83. And that's exactly what she's doing right here. She's doing exactly what we don't want her to do. See? You can make a little bit there, but you got to be really careful. If you're careful of these shorts. And if you take this short right here at 72, that short at 72 goes to 60, about 68, right? And then goes down to 58, 48, 44, all that. But the problem is we're not balanced enough yet to go short, I don't think. I really don't think it's balanced enough. There's money coming in for the short, guys. But the bulls are, this is a bull candle. This is an overall, this. Okay? Overall, you see buyers. You're going to see a lot more buyers. You're going to see sellers right now. But I'm not worried about it. I'm not trying to take these trades. I just did really well. So see that? Look, there's that 59 again, guys, right there. See, this is where she went long, right down in here, every time, because she didn't break the 55, right? If you don't break 55, guys, she's going up, 55 and 46. So if we don't break the 55, we're just going to take the 55 long, make a little bit of money, and get out. 55 long. Because if she breaks the 46, I think there's a good trade there at 46 short. I really do. Look at this. 55. Check that out. See that? Look at that. Can we get this to come down there? The 46 short, right there. See this? Won't work. Goes long every time. We have to be down there around 46, guys, or this thing just absolutely tears your ass up. So we know that we got the pullbacks at 55, right? We can buy at 55, we can buy at 58, and we can buy at 70. 55, 58, and 70, guys. You can buy all three places. That's what I'm buying. I don't say you have to buy it, but I'm just saying that's where I'm getting it. And 75, you can probably get 74 there also. But see, we want it to come back from 55 to 68, 70, 75, 60, 81. That's what we want, right? Oh, look at this. Look at this little dream. You guys see where she went to? Just past the 47, 48, down to 41. How amazing is that? We're going to have to short it down here at the 54. So we're going to watch and see if this 54 short goes south down there to that 28. See, there's that 46. See the 46, guys? Right there. That's the key to going down. You had to break that, guys. You've got to get past that 46. You've got to get the 34. And once you hit 34, you're going to clip 22 and 16. Now you're looking for 22 and 16 low. And once you get that 16, we're going down to 899, 900. And that's a really good trade. And that's the trade we're looking for. Really? I got 889. 88. I got 898, and then I got 891 down to 887, Steve. 887.50. And then 86. So I'm right there with you. 917's next. The 16, 17, guys, is where we got to go. See, we've got 21. We got that 21. We didn't get the 16. See, now the big pullbacks are going to be 48. Of course, they're 48. 48 and 54. You know that because that's where it started at. Look at that. Tries to pull you all the way out of it. Stop hunting. See that shit? .48's gonna do it again, though, more than likely. But this is still, these bulls still have this market, guys. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna wait, guys. We're not taking the longs down here at 54 this time. We're gonna wait, guys. We're gonna wait for the full long about 83. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait till this market comes up to about 82, 83, and we're gonna take the long there. But see how you get a little bit of money on both sides this morning because this market's stupid right now. It's very bad, guys. Very, very bad. You can get some, but you're not going to get no 50 grand day to day. Not happening. But it's okay. Take what you can get and walk away. This thing is. See, they just want to come right down here and do this at 46. I mean, it's really, to me, it would be perfect down through here if it could sell this right here. If you can get under 35, 46 and come down to 2018, there's a little bit of money right here, but it's so damn risky, you know? This is risky business right here, guys. Taking these shorts down here is risky as shit because it pulls back every single time. See how risky it is? There's shorts down here at 35. There's one at 21. There's one at 44. We know this. We've already seen them. But for us to stay in this short, we got to break 16. And we're not breaking 16. We keep pulling back every single time. This is what I don't like about choppy movements. It's just annoying for me. If it ain't smooth, I don't want to trade it. You know, it's just like garbage. you'll get to that point too one day. You look at it and go, well, this is dumb. We got 55, guys. Everything's buying at 55. Everything's selling at 46. That's exactly what they're doing. So they're just being stupid. And eventually, this is just going to go back up to 81 and run. Eventually, the bulls are just going to take this back and go again and run it. We're really only waiting for a few points here to get back up there. So not that bad, really. So these entry longs guys are still there. They're still working on that 75, 80. There it is, 83 right there. See that? Remember I told you about the 82? 83, I was going to go long again? Right there? Right there. Why is the 82 so important to us? Control. That's why. 82 is that control area. You want the market, you want to try to go up, you got to be at 82. Because it's bearish from 82 down. Unless you get a pullback buy. That's why, guys. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. So, you have to get past the 82, guys, for the bulls to start establishing something to work. And you're going to see a lot of pullbacks here. Because the bears are sitting there. That's bull bear. They're both sitting there. 82, man. Everybody's sitting at 82 going, what's going to happen? You know? Let's get a bowl of Cheerios and watch this shit, right? That's exactly what they're doing. So, here we go. 96. You want 96 to break. You want 96 to break here. You've got to have 96 to break, guys. 82 and 96 are the two most important levels of that top area. And pullback areas, you already know 55 is that pullback, guys. We'll eat Cheerios. That's right. We are fireworks time. This is like watching fireworks. We don't know exactly what's going to happen next. Who wants this market the worst today? Who wants to be the big dog today? Do the bulls want to establish a foothold at 82 and be those big bulls? Or are they just going to play around and let these bears be little bears all morning? Because the bears got issues today. It's going to take a lot to get them to go down here. Unless they're planning something that we don't know. So, but I think really the 44 down there short's a good short. I think if you want to get started, you're going to have to be way down there with these bears. And you can see we're doing the same thing we did yesterday, guys. We're trading in the same area. Well, not the same area, but we're trading the same way. We're inside of a red box today. You guys can see the red box on your screen. We're in contraction right now, just like we were. Why are we in contraction? Because of this long. That's why. Because big money took it, big money's holding it, holding it, holding it, and holding it. And this is the exit down here. Right there. If it breaks this, they're going to probably close. I would say if it gets under the 875, they'll close those longs and be done here. See, we're back down here again. Oh, shit. I want to be 35, guys. I didn't get my 35. That's hard. Now, see right here? This is a good one. You get down here, guys, around this 915, that's a good short right there. If we can get these guys to break the 15, that's a good short. The pullback on that is going to be 35. Another good short. 15's a send it short. It can go, man. What we'll do, we'll wait here because we're just trying to see if we can get 15 to come through. 15 can make it go short. A good chunk. $15 to 900, guys. If you get 15 and if you get 21 and 15, those are the two shorts we're looking for. 21, 15, guys, right there. And you got to come down here about 900 off of that. And once you get that 900, you're going to go down to that 885. 85 we know right here, guys. The red line, that red line is like 85, 86, I think. Should be. No, it's not. No, that's the big one there. That's that big area that we marked, guys. That craziness area. Yeah. Right there, man. That's a big long short level right there. You're looking at it right here. That's that long short right there. Remember, that's why we have these. The two red ones are long shorts. Good short, man. Told you guys the short was under 46. It is. And now the bears need to come down here to this next level, to the red line, and break the red line and go all the way down to 880. What did it say? 887, 888. Once you break 87, 88, they're gonna come down to 72. It's all about breaking that red line. If you don't break the red line, guess what? Look for pullback. It's a fact. If you don't break 35, look for a pull. If you go back to 35, it's going to be a problem. 21 to 35 is a problem. 16 and below is good. We just got to get 16 to hold. But we got to be under 15 here, 16. See this? And 25, 24, 21. They really love that 21 there. 21 and 16. We've done this before, guys. This is the same scenario. Can the bears stay down here? Can the bears move this down? On the retail side, there's a 14 pullback, which is strange. 16's our pullback, 14's retail. Oh, it's kind of weird. Gets down here and about this 900. It's going to be stupid, I think. They just can't do it every single time. Come on, let's go. Get down there about the 1. 901 to 900 would be nice. Let's keep coming down. That's good little trade. Good trade. Come on, Bears. That red line, guys, is going to make the Bears' day. If you can stay under this red line, the Bears got something. If you can't stay under the red line this morning, the Bears ain't got shit. I can tell you that now. Because you can look back across here and see this. They went down here below, bulls. They went below, bulls. They went to it, bulls. They're to it again, and bulls are taking it back again. Alrighty. Same place, guys, except now we're just going to wait for the pullback short at 34. Either 34 or 25. 21. See? Playing games. Go up there and get money. You out and get some money, guys, and then what happens? It pulls right back and takes every cent if you don't get out of it. That's all people do, though. They watch. They'll watch it go down. They'll watch the thing go all the way down and make $2 grand. They'll sit there like frozen and say, whoops. Like right here, look. See this? You'll make a little bit, but then you'll watch it. Like, okay. You start getting in the big money right here, and you'll watch it. And you'll watch it. And it'll pull all the way back, and you'll still watch it pull all the way back on you. You can't do that, guys, in markets. You can't. You got to take that money out of there. Yeah, these bears. And these bears are just floating around, just playing games, doing the same stupid crap we did before. See, 54, 55 long. Everybody wants to go 35. Everybody wants to go 35 long. Everybody wants to go 35 short. Really, I think 16 is a good short down there too. See, same scenario. Long short, long short, long short. It's just nobody's doing anything right now with this. They're just all kind of stuck. It just kind of sucks, really. So I'm just gonna wait a little longer here and see what's gonna happen because right now we're not getting really anything worth the crap anyway. We got some good trades though. I've made about 4 good trades, which is more than I usually take, so it's cool. See, look, and again, we're right down here at 16. See this? It's unbelievable. But every time we get to 16, guys, we have a problem with getting down to like the 98, and then down to the 88s. We need to get this down here and get 88 down to 71 and 66. That's the key. We got to be under the stupid red line. If we don't break this red line, guys, we're never gonna go. We're never gonna stay in the shorts. We can't. We might as well either take profits down, just grab profits. If it breaks the 98 and gets down here and gets under the red line, guys, we got something. Then we got something we can probably talk about. 88, 888, 87. But until then, your pullback is going to be your longs are 900, 900 to 915 to 921. That's it. You got the 900 long, it goes 21 points pullback every single time. She's pulled back 21 points 4 times now, or 3 times. See that? There it is. Right back to 15 off 900. Right back to 21. It's sad because, you have all these oil prices are killing people at the gas pump, but we can't seem to get the market to, come down. You would think that'd be bad news, not good news. I mean, the good news we got there by saying the war is going to be over soon. Okay, that's cool. That's why you got to run up yesterday because Trump was on TV saying it. That's why everything just took off. But like like I was told yesterday by some great source called Steve. Steve and I have the same philosophy on that. Just because you say it's going to be over one day, don't mean they're going to come back the next and go, well, we were kind of wrong. It might not be over until next week. Did you guys see that yesterday? How we got the announcement the war could be over soon, right? The market goes straight up. Yeah. Yeah, that blew up a school thing. I don't know, man. Because they're saying that was fake. Because, you've got to figure out, too, guys. You got to remember in war, any kind of war, you're going to have propaganda. Germany did the same thing. They had people laying in the ditches that we supposedly killed. These days, you don't know what to believe because TikTok and everybody else is all just full of shit. I don't believe shit on TikTok. That's the biggest lying platform out there. It's just so many fake. There's so much fake shit on there. I mean, I like going on there just for fun, but it's crazy. Yeah, when he talks, guys, I mean, it's good to be in the trade, but I try to stay away from politics. But I really think we should get the diesel prices down for America. I think the food and fuel for the Americans are important. I'm not worried about what Iran does. I want to see my own people eat, right? We want to see our own families eat. See, guys? Same shit. 25 long and 35 long. That's right. Everybody, you want to be able to afford to go do things. You want to be able to afford to eat. You want to be able to afford to buy your gas. There's it's ridiculous. And I don't know what it is, guys, but there's something going on with these. I mean, I know that Rich told me that they had put new electrical things on houses in some of these states. Like your little meter box thing. But if you live in Huntsville, Alabama yesterday, they got a letter in the mail, guys. They're going to be tacked on $100 fee, processing fee, to their new electric bills. It was all over the internet, man, and people in Bama are freaking out. Added on to the bill, lady said her bill was $600. It used to be $300. That's nuts. They've learned how to manipulate. They're just doing like big pharma. Oh, let's throw this out there. They got to pay it or else. Because if you don't pay it, turn your shit off. And I just think there's so many problems that we need to address in this country that have nothing to do with anybody else, guys. I really think we need to address our own issues. Water, power, gas, homelessness, the drug problems on the streets. Okay, so you want to throw out the illegals? Okay, fine. Let's run up all the idiots on the streets and either get them in treatment programs, get them somewhere, clean up America, right? We're not making America first. Americans get shit on every time we turn it around. So I just really hate seeing that. I hate seeing that. I don't think it's right at all, guys. I think it's if we always hear America first and hoo ha, God bless America, and all this shit from these people. But you're not out here in the trenches with these people. You're sitting in a plush office, like most of them. They're not out here in the trenches working jobs, normal jobs. They're not out here getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, going to a construction site to be there at 7 to work in the hot sun all day. This is what pisses me off. I mean, I don't get into politics, guys, and I have views. I know people do the right thing. I'm sure Trump's done a lot of good things, and Biden might have did a few good things, and Reagan did a good thing. Every president does some good things. We know this. But it's always something for somebody else's ass. When's it going to be our turn? I don't know. And there's not one person ever gets on TV as a politician and says, hey, why don't we just go ahead and fix America? Because they'd be out the damn door if they did. We're waiting for 97, guys, to break up top. That's what we're waiting for. 97, 98 up top. The Bulls want to get 98 and go if they can, but we try to establish these little trades in here around the 85, 86. It don't ever happen. You're right, Blanca. It never happens. We never get our chance to be that America first because we're always handing it out to somebody else. And it's kind of funny that we gave, Ukraine all that money, and Ukraine's got free medical now. Free medical, free dental, free vision. Yeah, because we gave them $580 billion. Of course, they can afford free medical. I'm gonna move to one of the countries we donate to. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to find out what country we donate the most money to, and I'm going to be living there. I'm going to be living it up. I'm going to become the Congo man. Right, Steve? We run around the Congo, ride an elephant, get my tax money free. it's going to be great. I would like to go there, though. I would love to go to the Congo. I think it'd be kind of cool. I always wanted to go there when I was a kid. Yeah, go to Israel. Go live in Israel, guys, or get all our money anyway. That's America First program right there, Israel. it's hilarious. And Europe is like, well, what the hell's next? I they want to. There's and oh, did you guys hear about the? I don't really talk politics, but I think this is funny too. Did you guys hear we're stopping all visas? Like, if you move overseas, your visa is going to get pulled. You won't be coming back. You think you're coming back, but you ain't. They're trying to keep money here, guys. They want to restrict visas. These rich people move out of the country. They don't want that. They want you staying here. Because if these billionaires all leave, what's going to happen then? So they want to keep the millionaires and billionaires in the country. So they're saying, oh, well, if you move out of the country, we'll restrict your visa and you ain't moving back. And nobody wants to do that. You don't want to lose your visa. Guys, it's still the same old thing, 82 up. They're trying to establish 82 to 97 longs. 82, 97, guys. Same shit. We got to break 97 and get over like 204. Once we get past the 4, we should see a pop a little bit, I think, to the 20. We'll see, though. I think 4 to 20 would be a good little move right here. But anyway, guys, it's just not my views. It's just something I discuss with you guys. I don't give a shit what they do because I already know it's all bullshit anyway. I do what I want to do. I just live by my own rule. It's called I do me. I don't pay attention to the world shit because half of it's garbage anyway. It's like they showed somebody on TV last night, or on TikTok in Miami last night. They're bombing Miami. Okay, whatever. It was a warehouse fire. There's 20, guys. To 23, 25 now. If we can get 25 to break, guys, we're going to go cut to about 36, 37. Yeah, that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. He was out there filming. I'm like, if they'd have bombed Miami, dude, you would be out there filming 6 feet from the fire. Come on, man. Get real. But people are like, oh my God, we got to leave. We got to pack up. I'm like, oh my God, you guys are believing this shit? So we can just get this pullback here at 16, 15 to 20 to 25 to 35, 38. I think 38's good. 36 to 38 up through there. But you have to break 25 here to get there. Right there, that red line. Because that is the long anyway right there. The red line's the long short, guys. We know this. Yeah, we're living in some crazy times. We really are, guys. Well, what's funny about crazy times is, remember when you were always saying, back in the day when we were kids, you know? Well, just think about the kids that are small now. The 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, when they get older. You people are doing what? You were fighting over what back then? You had this going on? What kind of shit were y'all doing? This is probably I think some of these times we live in now, guys, are some of the most ignorant stuff I've ever seen in my lifetime. Total ignorance. It makes America look like we're a bunch of dumbasses. I've never seen some of the stuff that I've seen now, ever. Ever. It's like, wow. But after COVID, man, it was like, let's open the door to dumbness. They believed all that bullshit. Let's see if we can sell them something else. Did you know during COVID what the Keys done, guys? Anybody want to take a guess what we did here in the Keys during COVID? We did nothing. We didn't wear a mask. We went out to eat. We went out to the boats. We went out fishing. We didn't even have the curfew. We didn't have any of that shit. We didn't have no COVID at all. And nobody got it that I know of. None of my neighbors got it. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I don't even think we had a vaccine station because I never got it anyway, but we don't think we even had one. I know the Navy did down in Key West because I think the Navy was made to do it, but that's military, you know what I mean? But a lot of guys in the Coast Guard, I know a lot of guys over the Coast Guard, they quit. A couple Coast Guard friends. Back then, they just said, hell no. They quit. cool thing is they quit and got their back pay, guys. A lot of guys got their back pay from the government after it was over. It took about 2 years. I think it's 23. It was actually 23. They got their back pay. And they paid them for like 4 years of service. Because remember they were throwing people out because he would take the shot. Yeah, it's crazy price acting. Waiting on the 4, guys. We just got to break this 4 right here if you want to go up. The 4 is the pull back long, right? We know that. 25 is the long up here. You got 12, you got that 14, 17, and 21, 25 right here. Yep, I hear you, OP. 36. There's that 36 I told you guys about right there. Now, see, you got to get past this 36. Then you're going to do the same thing the Bears just did. You're going to run the roadblocks. Because from 36 to 51 is a roadblock. We got to be above like 60 here. I think you really got to get to that big money side to make this work. Even though we got a great trade going here. It's a beautiful trade. Finally. Let's go. Come on, Bulls. So everybody knows the 36 entries right there and the 25s below it. Those are the 2 entries, 36, 25. I think the 25 is a beautiful entry too, if you can hold it. We would like to see 25 blast off to 60 and 80. But guys, you're going to get that resistance up here because there's a big area of concern right here at 36, 37 because of this. You got the long short line here. You got the big money here. And then you got these idiots that want to short up here. Right? Because they'll try to short you here, the Bears will. But the Bears are sitting right in this area also for shorts. But I think the Bears are using that 37 area to say, if you can't break the 37, we're going to send it back down. But the problem is, what the Bears don't realize, sending it back down is we're just going to buy at 24, or we're going to buy at 18 and 15. So remember that, guys. Anything up above 15 to 24 is a buy-in. Anything under 15, you might want to stay away from. That's what I'm doing. I'm not saying you have to, but I'm not going to go long. I was short at 15. I'm going to stay long at 15. Anything above 15, I'm staying long in, guys. And the only reason that I'm saying that is because I don't want to catch that 15 to 04 and get killed. There's an 11-point drop there. That 11 points can kill you. There's little areas where they know it's like there's little gaps. And they get those little gaps done, but then those little gaps pull back. But then people get caught in those little gaps and boom. Next thing you know, you're looking at a 12-point drop. And it's like, damn. You went long 3 points and it drops 12. Guess what happens? Count gone. Come on. 37. There we go again. Right back at it, guys. Now you want to bump 37 and you got to get momentum to go to the 40s. Like 42, 43. And you got to come up here and you got to get 46. So 42 to 46. Okay, then you got to cross that 48, 51. So remember, 37 to 51, guys, is the area we need to be trying to get through. If we can get past the 51, you get that little push at 52 up to 60, right? And then you get that break to about 70 from there. But if you don't get this little area done, it's never going to work. And remember, guys, if you look back in March, I think it was yesterday, March. What is today, the 9th? Is it the 9th? I don't know. Anyway, we had a big short at 6 in the morning right there at 70. So they did go short last time. Well, they actually pulled it back and then went short, but that short started way up here, somewhere around that 136, 138 area, but that 70 was that pullback area. Structured pullback was 70. So See, guys, how we're getting to that 50? That told you guys. See how we're getting through the 50s here? We got to get to 58.60. And that's going to have to jump from 52 to 60 right here. Because that's that little area of concern. And I can tell you where these big boys are putting their stops, too. Where did I find it? 25. Imagine that. Right there on that red line. They want to stay above the 25, guys. As long as you're above 25, this is you're golden. If you're holding above 25, because we're going to go to that very where all we're trying to do, guys, is get to the resistance level of about 82. Right? We want to get the 82 here. Why? Well, look over here. 96, right? Well, they got one now. They've lowered this down to right there. You see this? Right there. And you want to break that, and once you get that breakage, you'll get that 96. And then after that, we get the bull breakout line, which is 99, guys. The bull breakout line for us are sitting at the 99. So 99 breakout is what we're looking for, guys. We know if we get 99, this thing could send it. So just think about that. 99 could really go. And that's exactly what we're going to try to get to if we can. We're sitting right there, that big money line right there. This is where the big boys were yesterday. But they were down here yesterday, right here. And look what happened. Boom, right? Can they do it again today? Can they push this? But you know they're going to have to push this 81 right here. Right there. Look at that shit. We want this 81. Can we get the 81 to cross right there? That would be beautiful. Let me tell you guys where the evals were problems today. Where people had problems in their evals. Where do you guys think they had problems in evals today? Anybody want to take a gander at that one? Right here. This candle. That was an eval problem. Up and down stupidness. Remember? Pullback city. I can almost pinpoint where you're going to have a problem at. Or especially where I think I know I would have a problem trading it. And it's exactly that candle right there. It went down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. That's cool. You're welcome. So you guys were at 67. Can we get to 81? 81, guys. That's the question. We know that the top of the range also on the 12 minute is 81. 81.75, 82. So we're trying to go to the 12-minute range. And we just hit it. We hit the 81.75 range. So what happens, guys? The range of today, 81.75. So we go over here. So now, what are we looking for here, guys? This is called break of range. Anybody know what that means? What is a break of range? A classic setup in the market. That's what a break of range is. So what we look for now, guys, is we look for this candle to close, right? Classic setup would tell you, let's draw a candle. This is our candle. See this candle? Well, let's make it like this. Let's make it about the same size as that other one. Okay, right, about like that. There's a candle. Oh shit, that's not that candle I'm looking for. Okay, see this guy's right here? Come on, it should move. It doesn't want to move my little candle around. Okay, but don't be that way with it. We'll use something else. How about that? We'll use this. Okay, so we're going to use this right here as our candle. Now, it won't stationary on. I know I can get them to fix, but they won't fix. Let's see what can we do here. Let's do it this way. So we want this candle to close above this range. We want a candle to start up in here, guys, like this and go, right? Because as a break of range, you've got to be above the range right here. Close this candle to the next candle, and this candle needs to be up here somewhere when this candle closes. The next candle starts, and that's called a break of range trade. Anybody know what that means, right? Y'all guys know what a break range trade is? Are you familiar with the term? The break of range trade? And guys, where are we sitting? 99, like I told you. Right there. That's that breakout range right there. Breakout at 99. Now this is where the bulls just got through the 81.75. They got through that first projection around that 90 area, which we figured that would happen. Now they're at 99. This is where the market breaks out all the way to 147. You can go 147 right here, guys. I mean, straight up. This is where we really capitalize. But what we're going to do, we're going to break 109, and we're going to come up and we're going to hit 118. 118, 123, and 128. Once we get to 128, it's on at 128, guys. It's on at 128. It's going to send it higher at 128. Here I was saying it was going to be no $20,000 day, and it already has been. It's kind of cool. So we got to hold the 99, guys. We want the gates to open at 99. We want these bulls to keep pressing 99. Stay above it. Because if you do, the gate's going to open, and it is going to run straight to the 147 area. It's going to go 147. That's our target. 147 is our target right now. 147, 156, and 163 are the targets I'm looking at. And that's just to get to the area that we're looking at, to break to the higher range areas. There's another big giant projection area above that 163, but I don't know if we're going to get it, but we're going to try. Beautiful trade, guys. Anybody in the trade with me? Anybody hold? Anybody getting the 940 with me? Remember, I called 935 trade, guys. I got in at 40. If you caught it, you're doing well. 99. 99's the key, guys. We got to hold 99. We don't want to fall back to 81 here. We want to stay above the range. Actually, the color area should be like, maybe like, let's just make it like this. Snow. The outline picture, we're going to change this to make it should always draw your ranges in the morning, guys. I don't know if y'all. Does anybody not know how to draw a range? If you don't, let me know. I tell you, because you definitely need to draw your ranges every morning when you start trading. Every single morning, because that's another way to take trades. It's a perfect setup most of the time. So if you don't know how to do it, don't be shy, guys. It's not embarrassing not to know how to draw a range. It's about learning. We gotta hold this 92 here. So everybody here knows how to do it, right? Okay, for the people who don't, you're not sure. Okay, thank you. So, how do we draw a range? Okay, guys, well, we come back over here. You see this candle right here, guys, at 9:30, right there? You see the 9:30 candle? Okay. You wait for the 9:30 candle, guys. It's right. What's the 9:45 candle? This is the 9:15 candle, right? 9:30. It's that little green candle right here. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take a line right here on the top of the wick of the 9:30 candle, right there, bing, right? And then you're going to put one at the bottom of the candle at 9:30. Always, top and bottom. And that's your range right there, guys. This is your day range, what we call the day range. This is it right here. Always mark your 9:30 candle, top and bottom. Okay? Yep, that's the open range. So now you know when the open range happens. Now this is my 12-minute range here, okay? So look at this. Anything below the range, the bears want to try to short to establish the shorts. Anything above the range, the bulls want to take control. Now, what is this right here? See how you're in the range here with this candle? This candle is a classic setup candle right here. This is called a break of range candle. See, because it's above the range and it opened above the range. This is definitely the best candle for that perfect range break trade. Now, what happens in a range break trade? See, I told you guys it would close above. Look, there it is. See, it's closing above right there. Now, these range break trades, what happens to these range break trades? We'll make it like this where you guys can see this. So, I'll take this off in a minute. So, on range break trades, you break the trade and you run up, right? Let's just get rid of this real fast, too. I don't need that in the way. So, range break trade, you traded and you went up. Okay, but now what's the classic move off a range break trade? If the range break trade goes up here and hits these, that's fine. Sometimes a range break trade will go to an area, which could be right in here, hit this, and pull right back to the range. Okay? Then you're looking for the classic breakout of what we call a range breakout here. And it just, hang on. Once it goes here, guys, and tests that range again, it does this. Right? You see that? So a lot of times in the markets, guys, you're going to get your range. You're going to get a range break candle right here. It's going to go way up and test the level. Then it's going to drop and go red, right? Then she'll come all the way back to the bottom of the top range bar or the second one, right? It could be either one of these. This is the 930, right? Right there. So yeah, see this one here? I don't know why I got this one here. Oh, it's a full control line. So you got the right. Get her ass up there, right there. So there's your range top, right? She come back, she tests the range top, boom, and goes all the way there. And a lot of times we'll see this, and you guys can see what's going on here. Look, you got this move here. You got the Mary here that failed. See, Mary failed. Mary failed. Okay, what does this look like? Down, up, down. This is kind of like, to me, this is a W. See the W? There's a W right here. Boom, boom, and boom, right? call it GC. So guys, all we're trying to do is get a past. We're just trying to establish holding above the 110 because we got to get 110 to 122 to 126. I'm telling you, 126.27 sends this. And see, we got the 99 gate open. 99 gates open, guys. We're going to try to break this all the way to the top. We're trying to get the 147, guys. We are. And I call 147. It just so happens 137 and 142 were targets before. So we're going to put this at 147 right up here. Right there. We're trying to get right up there, guys. We're trying to go to this line. We just got to hold the 18 here. 18 and 20. Once you get to this, once you get up here, guys, and you cross this 21, and you get that trade up there at 21 to 28, then once we get that 28 to hold, it's blast off. She's going to go straight up. Trade, guys. This is one of the best trades in the market. Every time you see a candle that breaks your range right here and goes up and the next candle comes in, this is the candle here that's always on a classic, when it setup works perfectly, this classic range break trade just absolutely goes. And that's exactly textbook. Guys, this is the textbook class on a range break trade. Can't get no better than that. Perfect example. Some people see it, some don't, but I don't look for them because I don't have to anymore. But there is good things you can do to get those. I would say when you're looking trading around a range, guys, especially this 12-minute right here, at this 15-minute range, you got the bottom down here, see? And your top's right here. So this is control line here. We can probably just get rid of that for now. We don't really need it. So you see how we got bull stick control? Well, look where it fell on. It fell right on our range line. So in this area, guys, this is where you're going to have to wait. Anything under here you can short. Anything over this you can long, right? We know this. But adding in, I would take one contract with this candle. And as soon as I get the range break candle, I'd add one. Right? And then when you clear the top of this candle, I'd probably add another one. Elsie. That's how I do this. And I'd get to my target. That's exactly how I'd plan it. Because 128 is what we're trying to get, guys. We're trying to get 128 to absolutely fly here. You should. That's what I would do. I'd send it right here. It'd be like a rocket ship. This is just getting started. Seriously. If I get off at 11, guys, and I hold this trade, I'm going to come back on later when I close it. Show you guys where to close it at. So it'd be kind of fun. Because I really do think we're trying to get these ranges up top here. I really think we're trying to get to the 147 and 53 and 60. No. I think 147, 153, 156. 156 is a good target also. So 47 to 56, guys. That's kind of like what we're looking at. Now we got a box up here from yesterday or the day before. We had a big box, but I don't think what we need to do now is draw a projection off 231. Is this still 231 up here? No, it's not. So this right here, guys, 230. Okay. Well, we're not gonna put all the way down. 230 though is a good area, but 200 is where it starts. Right there, 199. That's the last projection. Right there. This is D. D is sitting up here, okay? So check this out. You've got the big dog sitting up here for D. Everything above, you got to push D out of the way. Remember, you got to push that out of the way. Because our pattern has lasted a long time. It has lasted a long time. That's craziness. C pattern's way down here, guys, at 850. It's way down here. Way down here, right there. Okay? So I'll just go ahead and put C over here so you guys will know. You guys can see why we're doing this now. C pattern. Right there. See, see? C goes to D. Correct? And then you either break D, guys, or D becomes one hell of a short. Just telling you that. And look where we're heading, guys. Look at this. What did we call? What did we call? Boom. We're right there at it. We are right there at that, almost at 147. Right there, guys. We called the 147, and that's exactly where she's trying to go. Isn't that cool or what? 28 cent it, just like I said, guys. 28. Anybody take the 128 trade to the 147 trade? Because it just absolutely killed it. And actually, the top of this candle did hit where? Oh, the top of the candle went to 147, 146.50. We already hit the 146.50 once, so now we're just trying to get to 147. And there she goes. 147 just hit, guys. But we hit it. We hit 147.75. You like my little art patterns, Nacho? My little drawings help, though. The guys I've had to draw them for myself. This is kind of how I trade. I draw all kinds of stuff in my chart. It looks crazy, but it's helpful. Now, can we break the 147 to the 153? That's next. 53.56. But we know where the big bulls sitting. The big bulls want that 147 entry, or they want to push that 147. They want to try to get up here and say, okay, 147 is going to send this shit, and they know it. If they break that blue line, guys, they're going to try to send this. Unless these bears take this. If the bears don't take this, these boys are going to kill this thing. They're going to run us up to 171, 172 up there from this 147 up here. Your pullback is exactly 140. 141 is the pullback on this. You're going to see it tag 141 a lot, guys. $141 is the key to get to 147. So they know it. You got to hold above 41. We just got to hold above 41 to get there. Boom. Boom. And that's almost our 53 right there. There it is. There's your 53. And now can we get to the 56 to break out? Because the breakout line, the top line is 56, guys. We got that shit. We got our target. There's that 63. There's your other target, guys, right there. We just tapped the 63. What I tell you. Woo! So now the market's telling us on my other screen over here, because it just refreshed at 11 o'clock for some wild reason, which it doesn't do a lot, but it's kind of cool. tells us that they are trying to go to D, and they're going to try to push D to above, to the all the way up to about, damn, are you shitting me? 230, 233, yeah. And then it says from there we're looking at 250. What is that? 257 up there, right here. This right in here, guys. Right about there. Right there. That's the big boy target for the Bulls. Hey, thank you, Breezy. All right, guys. That's right. Nothing you cannot do. So you're asking me, Ron, about do you think it's a good idea to enter long now? Well, you're chasing now. But the next long, guys, would be 70. 70 goes to 80, 84 area. 82, 84. 70 is where they'll try to. You got to either be at 70 long, or you got to be at. I got to be at 70 long, or I got to be at 146 long. If it pulls back to 146, there's a long there too. The 70 goes up here and tries to tag 83 and 87. 87 is another long. That's going to go to 98. So you're looking at right here, guys, to try to push the 70, or you want to be on the other side of 85. Because if you can't get 70 to hold, she's going to revert back to 40. It's a 30-point drop there. We know this. So we definitely don't want to take that 34-point drop. But I really think too that they've made a new level. They just ain't telling anybody there's a new one. And I think it's going to be exactly 53. So it won't be 40, it'll be 50, 51. So 70 goes back to 51, guys. So you want to hold 70 and try to get 83 and 86 off of 70. If not, it's going to pull back to 51 and we go long there again. We just cut to see what happens, I guess. It's all good though. So good morning, Riz. How you doing? I'm doing, man. I didn't think I was going to get a good trade today, but it worked out pretty good. There's your 51, guys. Yeah, that's
That's right. And that's why I told those guys this morning. We're just gonna be patient for a little while here, and and see, because I knew this was choppy craziness this morning around the range. So it was just kind of like, nah, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Playing around the range is dangerous. Mm-hmm. It was. I've changed my phone around somehow, guys. It is such a pain in the ass now to use. So I'm trying to take this area thing here, and it doesn't. My camera doesn't even want to work anymore. And it's like, oh my god, seriously. Just a pain in the ass. There, finally. So I'll answer your question in a second. Somebody asked me a question. I'll be glad to answer it for you. So the question was, what indicators mostly do you use? Could you please let us know, if you don't mind? Well, guys, guess what? I use zero indicators. None. I don't have any. As you can see, there's none on my chart. What I use, I just come up with my own method of doing things. But I like to use pretty much structure. Okay, I don't use the range that much anymore because I don't need to. But I really like price action with structure. Where am my levels? So that's pretty much what I designed for myself to kind of use. And that's what I was saying. We're trying to work on some stuff for you guys to get what I do as a overall package thing, that you can use. Because I think once you can learn how I trade, guys, and the things I think about, we're trying to get it in a manual, like a book, so you would see it. Because if we turned it loose, I think if we had people actually sitting in classes and come out with it and had me showing you and teaching you, and had Coach Matt doing it and Coach Riz doing it and Coach Becky doing it, everybody kind of learning it on classes, I think we would see a real swing of, of profitable traders. Like people would actually be doing this for a living, for real, you know, because this does work. As you guys can see, this works. It works for me every day. See, like Vodka said, he only uses like the volume profile and VWAP. That's perfect too. But everybody's different, guys. Some guys use price action. Some guys trade structure. Some guys like the EMAs. EMAs are good. If you're a new trader, you should be using EMAs. I don't recommend a small one like a six or some shit like that. I I would put it like I'd put the 12 maybe, the 12, the 12, the 25, or the 12, the 37, the 90, and then I'd have the 200 on there. Just keep those on there. But most people trade the 50 and the 200, which I mean that to me the EMA at 50 and 200 is great, but they don't cross over that much. So you gotta have something in between those, which would be like the 12, 37, and 90, right? See, we're all told to trade the 50, 200, but the problem with that is it takes a long time. Right now, you're above the 50 probably and the 200. So now, if you get on your chart, you know how to trade. Well, what do I do now? I'm above those. Now what? Well, you gotta wait for it to come back and test the 50 again, which could be tomorrow. So that doesn't work for me. You guys can see we hit our targets. We hit the 147, and we actually hit the 181. And remember, our targets were 156 and 63. We hit the 81, guys. So the Bulls hit the targets that I called, but they still don't have the 56, 53 I'll tell you what, guys. You've got EMAs, right? Now let me show you. I'll draw this on my chart. Okay. Okay. So this right here, okay, is EMA. Right? Now, EMAs are great. We're talking about EMAs, right? We know that the standard EMA is 50 and 200. Correct? Everybody knows it. But what about this one? You ever use this one called the whole moving average? Anybody? Anybody in here use the whole? Because this one is better than the EMA. So just letting you know. She follows price better. So this is called a whole moving average. Okay? With a G there. Okay? Then you got your best one that nobody ever talks about. It's called this one. Well, it's not really called, it's called this one. That's a weighted moving average, which is better than all those other ones, right? What's the worst one you can use? That one. Terrible. This one here is the most lagging one in the market, the SMA. Piece of shit. Just going to tell you right now. This one is this will keep traders broke. Okay? EMA is good for beginners to learn how they function. The whole is a step above the EMA. The weighted moving average runs with price right here. That's what I like, the weighted. I like mine running with price. Weighted, whole, or EMA, right? The SMA I stay away from because why? It lags worse than the EMA. It's way worse. I've tested all of these and I can tell you. Okay, I'm going to show you right here. This one, EMA, is number 3. Okay, SMA is 4. Okay, the whole is 2, and the weighted moving average is number 1. Right there, guys. I have tested these over year after year, and I'm telling you right now, the weighted moving average, it runs with price. It's better than the whole. The whole's right there with it. I ain't saying the whole ain't bad, because the whole's good. Both of these are better than these two. Now, your EMAs work, but they don't work with price. SMA is lagging worse than EMA. Whole is a better non-lagging above these two, but the one that really don't lag at all and works with the price action is this weighted moving average. Now, there is another one. I don't know if you guys know what this one's called in the markets, but there's also another one that is really kept a secret. It's called an anchored moving average. Anybody ever heard of an anchored moving average? Anybody? These are the ones that, they don't put out on the markets. I don't even know if they even have them on your charts. I don't know. So, but these are the ones, guys, that some of them, they have them on, I think they have them on TradingView, I'm sure. And this one's another one that anchors itself to the price. Now, an anchor moving average, guys, what you do, you don't put an anchor moving average on a chart like you would an EMA, right? You'll go down here to this bottom candle and you'll anchor that right there. And it'll print it for you, right? So your anchored moving average is one you actually can put on a bottom candle and it'll anchor and show you, okay? It draws the lines itself, okay? You don't draw shit with an anchor. It does it for you. So you put an anchor moving average up here, and it's going to tell you all this stuff. If you move the anchor's moving average down here, it's going to tell you this. See, those little things that I try to share, but I thought maybe you guys knew all this stuff, but I share a lot of crap. But this you've heard of this stuff, Riz, right? How to use them. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. You, exactly. Exactly. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in these markets, and you're talking about that Williams R, just like right here, guys. Okay, so we'll put that on here, right? Look, there it is. Remember the percentage I told you guys about yesterday, right here. This is that Williams percentage, and it's another good little way to keep track of the markets, right? Remember the 80/20s, the negative 20, the minus 80, and all that. I showed you guys yesterday on there, but I don't want to put that on my chart on this one because it gets my chart messed up. But anyway, I showed you guys that yesterday. But you're right. So you're right, Woodward. It you can learn about it. Read up about it. Put it on Deep Sea. If you guys put in the, if you guys can look at Williams R percentage, it's called Williams R percentage. And don't type out percentage. Just use a little percentage line, little signal. But put that in your Deep Seek. Deep Seek's free. It will give you the settings and how to use it. I like the 21. Uh, I like the 21 on there, $2. 14's cool. 21's better. Right back to the 60s, guys. 63. Remember, I told you the 70s the trade. They got to work on the 70 guys. But you can follow that. You can actually follow that Williams percentage indicator, and it will show you. It will teach you the pullbacks in the market. That's what it's for. You will see those pullbacks coming around 80, negative 80, negative 20. You guys will see that. You found Chat GPT, yeah. So it will give you the layout of it, how to use it. And I know how to use it, but I figured that's a good place for you guys to learn about it because it is accurate. I did pull it up after I talked to y'all yesterday, and I was like, wow, what I told them is perfect because it does. It pretty much told the same thing I told you. But I always check. I always make sure when I give you guys information on something after I'm done, I look and make sure I'm right because this stuff's off the top of my head. You know what I mean? But I've tested every indicator in the market, every one of them. I mean, you've got your. I tell you another one too. I can't remember the name of the dumb thing. I don't even know if they even have it on. Let me see if they even have it on here. I want to block my chart for you guys, but let me see if they even have it. I don't think they have it on here. Nope. Shoot. Ah, they don't have it on Ninja. It's a Japanese cloud. You know which one I'm talking about, Riz? Yeah, yeah. That's a good. That's a good one for beginners, man. Over the cloud, long and under the cloud. Yeah, that's a good trade. That's a good start for a beginner. That's. I mean, I was using that a long time ago, man. I was using that with EMAs and all kinds of stuff. My charts back in the day, guys, looked like something out of a space movie. I had more shit on there. I mean, I looked like a. It looked like a parking lot. It was terrible. Some guy said, "Wow, your chart's got a lot of shit, man." And I thought, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this." And then finally, I realized the more shit you're on your chart, the worse it is. Clean charts are better for you. See, there is no. See, guys, a lot of people ask me all the time, "What's your favorite time frame, or what's the best time frame to trade on?" There really is no best time frame, but I can tell you one thing: if you're going to try to be a long-term day trader, the 1 minute and 3 minute and 5 minute are not where you need to be. You need to be above those 15 minute, 12 minute, 12 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour. Those are the best time frames to make your trades on. And the 30 minute's a good chart too. If you never checked out a 30 minute, they're really good charts. They're helpful. They're slower. They're less, there's less crap going on. And of course, if you like Rinko charts like I do, it depends on your settings. But there's all kinds of ways to trade, guys. The more you dive into your trading, and this is what makes professionals, guys. People who sit down and do the work and figure out things on their own, and they start getting with people like me, and they say, "Ooh, wait a minute, I just did that, and he's right," or "I know what he's talking about because I'm working on that now." I want you to use your brain, guys, and figure out a bunch of shit, right? Just try all kinds of different things. Go to every indicator that they have on NinjaTrader or Tradeovate, and look at every one of them. Put them on your chart, play with them. This is how you get good at trading, guys, by utilizing something, utilizing the tools you've been given. Now, what I don't like about some of the older indicators, and I'm sure Riz feels the same way, is a lot of stuff flags too far behind price, and I don't like that. I just can't see why we have to have a lagging indicator, right? But there's a lot of companies out there now that are making indicators that are not lagging anymore. They're out there, but really, guys, think about it. Your brain, everybody's always telling you got to have indicators to trade. This is something that YouTube's been pushing for years. All the other big people on that pretend that they're so good in trading on YouTube, right? Talking about indicators and how this indicator made them all this money, and oh, go buy this indicator. It's the grandest thing you ever seen. It's all bullshit, guys. Only indicator you need is your mind, discipline, and how to figure out price action. Okay, price action. I don't know if you guys know who T.O. Ray is, right? Anybody know who T.O. is? You ever heard of him? Teo, I think his name is. Hang on, let me see if I can figure it out. His full name. I'm gonna give you guys this. I think it's Teo. It might be Teo, Teo. One of those two. A little Japanese guy. Yeah, he's a little Japanese guy on YouTube. It might be Thai. Yeah, yeah, Teo. Teo Rayner. That's his name, guys. Right? This guy, okay, Teo. Let's see. You guys can look this guy up on YouTube. He's got a shit load of videos on all kinds of stuff, and you can use those videos in conjunction with our coaches because he's been around a long time, guys. But he likes to explain price action, technical analysis, right? support and resistance, market structure, all kinds of stuff he gets into. But it's cool just to kind of watch. But you know what I used to like watching him was he's just really laid back. Like, hey, why is this price going here? But I mean he's really cool. It's really cool on YouTube. It's just good information. So guys, if you watch some of his stuff and you watch the stuff we put out and you combine it all together, man, you've got all kinds of learning stuff. It's like with our classes, guys. You can learn so much from our coaches. But if you see something he does, guys, and you like what he does, and you think it's something valuable we should get into, let us know. We'll do videos on stuff like that. If you see something Tio did, say, "Wow, hey, Riz, I checked out this video. I love it. It would help people." Give us an idea of what you want us to do. We'll go do those videos for you. We can do those. We can do videos on all kinds of stuff, guys. Price action, market structure. I mean, it's all out there. But we'll just do it our own way. Because some of those guys do it, but they're not as I'm not saying they're not as good as the other persons, but they do it, but they don't go into deeper areas that they should be going into. They kind of touch the surface. Let's put it that way. There goes my week. What happened, Ron? You were sitting in front of a computer watching videos. That's what I used to do, guys. Guys, I used to watch videos 10 hours a night. Yeah, Rainer, that's his name. Rainer Tio. Tio Rainer, Rainer Tio. No, exactly. I mean, that's what you have to do. You just got to study stuff. Pick out a bunch of stuff that works for you. Like you'll come across indicators like, wow, this thing's cool. It actually works. You'll keep it for a while, then you'll get curious. Like, well, what if I added this indicator with it? And that's how you build a strategy by checking out indicators, finding a few that work for you, finding ones that show you the reversals, finding one that can help you with the entries, and your entries on your weighted moving averages, you know, or stuff like that. Those help with entries. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do. But right now, guys, we're stuck. We got to 83, I think, but we have never opened the gates at 56 yet. So we're not. If we don't open the gates at 56, we got to get past the 56 and hold that, guys. Yeah, I mean, I like trying to share something with you guys, lesson wise, every day. You know, or just little things that we can use. But between all the stuff that Rainer has out there and all the stuff that we put out, if you guys see videos he does, you think we can go. If you see a video he did and you say, "Hey Mike," or "Hey Riz," or Coach Matt, I like this video, but can we go more in depth in this? We can do that. We can deep dive anything, guys. We need more. We need more of what we call town halls, guys. We're gonna start these where you guys get to ask questions and answer questions for coaches. I think it'd be a good idea. Yep, it would be. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna try to do the same thing it did earlier. Try to play games now for a little bit before they try to push it back up. But remember, this is big money right here. Right here, Riz, just above the 64 area, 65. That big money's sitting there. So there's your line down here, your short long line's about 25 down here, 0.25. So basically, if you get back under the 25, they're going to try to short it again. The Bulls want to hold right here above the range of the 12 minute, the purple box. They kind of want to hold this range said, they can come back and test this range box and break out again, or they just keep moving up. So you guys can see how we moved up, and now she's trying to pull back a little bit, but the pullback's going to be right around, right about there, about the 114. But I've got the pullback down here from 124, 127, back down to 112, so that's about right. So that's cool. Anyway, guys, I'm probably gonna go because I've been on 30 minutes extra today, but I don't mind. I got on a little later, so that's fine. But you know what? Me getting on this morning at like 9:30, 9:38 this morning was kind of good. Kind of kept us out of all the dumb shit. So, nah, I didn't miss nothing. I figured I wouldn't when I looked at it this morning. I was trying to get all my stuff on, and I can't. I don't realize I had a cord that it came unplugged. And I'm like, I was trying to go through all these cords. When you got two big computers plugged in, and all these screens and all these wires and all this other shit I've got plugged in here, it's just I got so many wires, and I could not find that cord to save my life this morning. It's like, gee whiz, where is it? But because I've got what 7 or 8 different monitors. You got all the monitor cords. You got the power cords that run all the power. I got like 3 power boxes running, 2 computers, 2 headsets, 2 keyboards, 2 mouse, two Stream Decks, guys. I mean, just 4 or 5 microphones, 3 cameras. There's all kinds of shit in here. But I'm trying to get my cameras. I got my cameras working now, but I haven't brought myself online with you guys yet. But I will eventually. I'm going to turn my cameras on. It'd be kind of fun. Not that you really care about seeing me anyway. You know what I mean? They want to see some old trader dude. Right, Riz? Riz? Riz is a lot younger than me. So I'd rather see Riz. I'd rather see you. I'd rather see you than me. uh, how old are you? Oh no, I'm older than you. I'm old. It's like the old Toby Keith song. I ain't as good as I once was, but not as good as I can't remember what he said, but that's still a good song. No, I'm over 50, guys. So I'm above 50. So. Sometimes I feel like I'm 25, but shit, most time you don't. It's like the thing, you say you're as young as you feel. Well, some days, yeah. Some days you feel that, but I do get out here though sometimes, and just like I go out in the woods playing, race around my side by side or whatever. I feel like I'm 25 then. But boy, when you get back, it's like wow. The next night, or that night, you get home, you're tired from all the beating and banging of your body. But we still got to get up here, guys, and pass the 35. The 135 is crucial. 156, 158. Those areas, guys, we have to break today, guys. If we don't, we're never going to go back up. But it's just going to stay here now and probably do that range thing for a little while. And you'll see people secretly closing trades or entering trades, stacking contracts. Because as long as this holds the 30, 25 to 30 area, they will try to push this back up. But remember, guys, before I get off, everybody wants that 152 entry up there. Okay? The 52 is where we need to be to make this go again. Okay? So 152 is crucial for you. That's exactly where I'll be looking. 150, 152, 151. So just say 151. So 151 is where I'd be looking to send this back to 70, and back to 80. Okay, so if you're looking for something later, it's the 151. All right. Anyway, guys, I've had a good morning. I'm going to jump off here now, and hope everybody has a good day. I hope you enjoyed the information I shared with you today. And hey, I'll see you guys in the morning. We'll get it done again. You guys are welcome. Have a good day, Riz.